One of my favorite quotes of all time is, "If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough," by Mario Andretti. Now, that quote could easily be applied to the business world, but in fact, Mario was a race car driver. And it made me kind of realize how many parallels there are between racing and the business world. I remember on the racetrack at a Porsche event, I was driving and the Porsche instructor, Sean Israel, was with us at the Montezell Motor Club. And a couple of the things he was teaching me on the track was, first of all, when you're driving, you don't look at the twists and turns right in front of you. You need to look as far ahead as you can on the track. Look at the furthest point of the track that you could focus on, and then you'll kind of you'll naturally follow the flow as long as you keep your eyes on the far on the horizon. Another thing that he mentioned was that when you need to make a tight turn, you need to hit the brakes hard, make the turn, and then accelerate again. You don't brake throughout the turn. And I think that could be applied to the business world and to tech world also. When you're working on your startup, you don't need, you don't need to be looking at what's happening tomorrow and the day after. You should be planning a long-term strategy, looking far ahead into the horizon, seeing where you want to get to, and you'll roll with the curves as you go along. You'll have to pivot, you'll have to change direction, you'll have to make adjustments, but as long as you keep your eyes on the long-term goals, you'll just follow that path, the winding path there. Another thing is, the braking thing is, when you do have to pivot, when you do have to make a tight turn, you should really take a minute to stop before you make big decisions and really make sure that you stop to evaluate, where you are right now, what the effects of this turn are going to be, and how they're going to affect you in the long run. Because so you should brake while you're still on steady ground and not while you're mid-turn when it's too late to slow down and too late to make changes. So there's kind of a couple of things that I realized drew parallels from the racing world and into the tech world. If I have any advice to give, is if you're running a startup or a tech company, you should really get into racing. It's a great way to unwind, and you'll definitely learn a few things that you could apply to your business also. If you have any questions, feel free to ping me. I'm more than happy to talk more about this.